John Crane, Clam Pro Tackle here. You know, there's a lot of different lures and jigs out there, and at Clam, we've started a new initiative. Our lures have to be good enough to catch fish without live bait. And for many years, fishermen have depended on live bait on their ice fishing jigs and spoons to draw fish in. So this is all new. We haven't heard about this prior to, 2 years ago we came out with the pinhead, and that lure caught fish without live bait. And so it started coining the term, were you using bait today? No, I had the pinhead on. So now we've got the Pinhead Pro, jointed Pinhead Pro, and a whole slew of other tackles. And when we sit in on our meetings, that is the one thing, Crane, can you catch fish on this thing without any live bait? And so that's where we're at today with new lures. So how do we develop lures where you don't need any live bait? Well, that's all comes from using different materials than have been used in the past. In the past, we've been heavily reliant on lead. Now it's about environmentally friendly. As fishermen, we're stewards of the environment. We need to take care of the water and the waterways. So we're trying to get away from lead, and we're using different materials like tungsten, zinc alloy. Approximately 85% of the Clam Pro tackles, hundreds of SKUs, are environmentally friendly, and we're on a zero tolerance in the next 3 years to get rid of all lead products of our remaining 15%. So that being said, how do we combine environmentally friendly lures with no live bait needed? And that's because the new materials that we're using these days give us such lifelike eyes, gills, back fins, top fins, scales. They're so realistic now. And then we talk about these attractor trebles. We're able to use lures that no live bait is required. So again, at our monthly meetings, Crane, are you able to catch fish without any live bait? Yes, I can. The Tikka minnow is a great example there. A horizontal flying lure, swimming around in semicircles, obviously no live bait needed. The Tikka flash, just with that little flapper blade on the end, to me, that's live bait. This is money. You don't need bait on it. And of course, there's the Pinhead Pro and jointed Pinhead Pro that started the no live bait revolution. What a better way to get a young kid, a big kid, a beginner out there fishing. You don't have to throw on bait. Come on, this is a winner. Drop down your Pinhead Pro, environmentally friendly, start slaying those slabs. Maybe you've been a traditional fisherman your whole life and using traditional lead products and things like that. I encourage you to get out and try some of the newer products. These tungsten jigs here are just incredible. They're 30% smaller by size than a lead jig. So for instance, an 1/8 ounce lead jig, the tungsten 1/8 ounce is 30% smaller physically. So what does this mean as a fisherman? This means you get a faster fall rate. That means you can use a smaller lure. Smaller lures equal more fish. Just a lot of advantages to using tungsten. It drops through the weeds real quickly. A big part of tungsten is this new live movement. You know what I'm talking about, the Panoptics, the live scope, the ability to hunt down fish. So we're not just fishing fish, we're hunting fish, and we're moving, we're drilling holes, and combine that with the use of tungsten, which gets you down real quick, real fast. You need to captivate these fish when they're on your screen, on your live screen, and we found that they're moving fast. These fish swim, and they swim fast, and that tungsten allows you to get down in a hurry, get down where those fish are at, pull one or two real quick, and then you got to keep chasing. So for you folks that are using live, tungsten is huge. The big advantages of zinc alloy over lead is all the details you can get. You can get the fish scales, the fins, the gill flash, all those things like that more detail compared to the lead, which doesn't fill real good in molds. Just the lead, you can't get the detail. So with the zinc alloy, fish see all those little minute details. They're under inspection in that water. They can come up, and that's why, for sure, I'm getting more and more fish from zinc alloy hard metal products. So what these new metals, this zinc alloy and tungsten, have allowed us to do is to combine modern technology with our new hooks and everything, and combine that to try to catch fish with no live bait. It's all about new products, it's all about new materials, new processes, new technologies, and doing that gives the fishermen like yourself all the advantages in the world.